Hi there, I am Colleen and I wanted to share with you guys today a couple things. I was listening to an awesome friend of mine through Facebook. We've never met in person, but we've met through live streaming, and her name's Contessa Louise. She did a Facebook live stream just recently, and it was about scars on her body and how they've impacted and shaped her life and inspired her to become who she is and caused her to strengthen herself in certain ways. So if you can listen to her stream, it is amazing. And I was really inspired by it, Contessa, so thank you so much. And I wanted to share on my first day, we're doing a 30 days live broadcasting sort of support group where everybody's going to get on and do live streaming each day. So I'm hopping on today and going to share a bit about my scars and how they've shaped me. And it's going to be short and sweet. I am a mom of 2 boys, a wife to an attorney, and I run a health and fitness online business. And a lot of my posts and videos are about our autism journey as well as my fitness journey and my fitness business. But I also am very in tune with what has shaped my life and what has impacted and inspired me to become the person that I am today, and helping other people to find their story in their life and in their struggles. So I loved Contessa's stream about scars, and thinking about that, I thought I've never really spoken about this, and it is a big part of me. So I have 2 scars really that I think of that stand out. And one's from when I was a little kid playing across the street on a swing set and fell and slid down the side of the swing set where there's screws sticking out, and was screaming. The neighbors came running out because they had gone in for dinner. I just stayed, I guess, to hang out and play. I don't know. And so when my parents came over and took me to the hospital, and I had stitches. So it's in my arm. They're actually right down my arm here. And stitches back then were not done as well as they are today, I am sure. Today, this probably would never be visible at age 40 from when somebody's 7 years old. But they're there, and they are shown in when I wear tank tops and when I work out and when I, live my life. But it's not something that I ever have let be an embarrassment to me. It's just something that happened and is part of my childhood. And I think it added, I remember staring up into my dad's glasses and seeing the reflection and seeing the blood there. And I think it's a little bit that helped me to become a little bit more fearless in my life as I grew older, and to know, okay, I made it through that. Another bigger scar and a bigger impact on my life was when my baby, my oldest, was a baby, and he's now 12. So he was 6 months old. And I was in the car on the way to work, and I was turning out into a more busy street, and must have completely not looked. I seriously, I don't know how it happened, but I pulled right out in front of traffic and basically was T-boned right in the driver's side by a huge SUV. And I had a tiny little Volkswagen Golf. I didn't do so well. And I was knocked unconscious for at least a short period of time. And then as I came to, I just looked around and grabbed my phone and called my husband, and I just said, I've been in an accident. And I didn't know where I was. I had to look around and see street signs to say where I was. And he came right away from work. He was working pretty nearby, so he could drive there. And then I called my mom, and I dropped the phone while I was on the phone with my mom. I dropped it, and she heard somebody saying, oh, there's blood, and there's an ambulance. And she could hear the sirens in the background. So I was taken then by ambulance to the hospital, and I was hit by the side window, and it shattered into my face. And I have scars here from the window being shattered and into my face. My seat was also jarred up out of spot and twisted sideways. So my back and spinal column was affected, and there was a lot of testing done and MRI and everything to see how my back was hurting a lot then, and so there was testing to see how that was injured and what was done. So the internal scars were my hips were misaligned a great deal, and I did go through a lot of chiropractic treatment and everything. But the more visible scarring then was from the window shattering and being in my skin, and I had to have it removed later. Amazingly, I was scheduled to start a new job right when I had microdermabrasion done to fix that scarring. So basically my skin was like ripped open and raw. And I actually started work a few days later at a brand new job with this huge red open mark on my face. And thinking back, I can't believe I allowed myself to go through that experience, meeting all new people in a court system, as I was going to be a custody evaluator, court counselor, and met all of these new people with my face raw and open like that. And looking back, I think, well, there was another step in my life that helped me to become more fearless and to show the real me, because I am wanting people to know the real me, and we're not all always perfect and everything in place and skin completely clear. So that starting work like that is a reminder of, wow, I made it through yet another challenging time. And I also have that scar there that is always there and it's visible to me. Thanks so much, Nathan. I see your comment, and amen to you. And to know that that reminder, this scar on my face doesn't bother me when I see it, because it is always a reminder of how blessed I was that day to be not hurt more than I was. And I did have to go through some medical treatment with that and had some ongoing things, but I could have been so much worse. So much worse. I was in the hospital one night, went home the next day, had the stitches later removed, and had a subsequent treatment on my skin and then on my back. But it could have been so much worse. And so it's a reminder every time I see that I'm incredibly blessed, and that I have so much to offer people, and I don't need to get caught up in the little things here and there that might be off or might not be perfect. And I encourage all of you to see any challenges in your life, scars, whether they're visible or on the inside, to not let those stop you, and to let them fuel you forward and help you to share then your gifts and your blessings with the rest of the world. So thanks so much for watching. If you watched live or in the replay later and the recording later, and I hope to talk with you all soon. I'll be recording a lot more in the next 30 days. So tune in. Bye-bye.